Like a pit crew. All right, now we're ready for questions.
Malaki, what stands out to you about this Mississippi State offense y'all are going up against Saturday? What they're going to throw y'all's way?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that they're playing their best ball. I think records and numbers can be deceiving. They're a really good team, very explosive, very well coached. They're coming off a bye week, and I think their last 2 games they played their best ball. So they're coming into this week with a really good head of steam. So I think, you got to watch out for a team. Like I said, they're really explosive, very well coached, and they got a good way of going for them.
I got a little bit of a 2-pronged question here. I just, last Saturday was crazy from the standpoint of, 3 top 10 teams all going down to unranked opponents, that kind of stuff. So is that a cautionary tale for you guys, in getting ready to play a game like this? B, though, I was curious, like as players, you finally get done, your game's over, and you're with your family or whatever. Mm-hmm. Do you like watch with intrigue that kind of stuff? Like I want to see what happened in that Alabama Vandy game. You watch Sports Center highlight shows and that kind of stuff to kind of see what happened on every Saturday.
Yeah, I think it's always good to play an early game because you can go watch the games that's going on. I think after the game I had got home and I rewatched it just because I wanted to see what was going on and what had happened. And I rewatched a bunch of other games too. It's funny to watch it because I can't really watch it as a fan anymore. It's kind of like I'm dissecting film all the time.
Yeah.
But it's really cool just to sit back and watch it, and then you never want to underestimate anybody. Any team can win on any given Saturday, any given weekend, and I think if you come out with the right mindset and attack it, with the same mindset as you do every week, I think the rest will take care of itself.
Yeah, Malaki Kirby was talking about you actually played star a little more in games this year. Just what has allowed you to do that, and mentally, what is the biggest challenge of that rotating between safety and star in the middle?
Yeah, I think really just being able to know the defense, being able to move down and play star for a little bit, while being at safety in the drive, and I think just having the trust of the coaches and my teammates to being able to put me at star. I think that's huge, and I think the biggest thing is just kind of, when I'm at stars, I gotta think about it's kind of self-centered, I just gotta think about star. Sometimes I catch myself thinking about safety, and it mess me up while I'm at star, because when I'm at star, I might have the same job, but just in a different area while I'm at safety. So just kind of really thinking about where I'm at, being where my feet are. Really, I think that's the biggest challenge.
I guess just to follow up on that, how far do you think you've come so far this year in worrying about only star versus worrying about safety?
Yeah, I think I've improved a lot. I think, when you look at it, going back to a fall camp, I got a few reps and stuff, but I was really had to think about what I was doing, and then during the game it was a 3rd down and they threw me in there last second, and I just kind of didn't even think about it, just kind of happened. So I think it's kind of becoming second nature for me.
What can you guys do to take advantage of a true freshman quarterback versus last week you played a quarterback that had a lot of college experience?
Yeah, I think just be aggressive, be who we are, and I think the fans play a big part in that too. In the stadium, just making it loud for him. He's a really good quarterback. He played on the road already. He had a really good game. So he hasn't. It's not like he hasn't done it before, but I think just being aggressive and our fans being into the game, I think would be a huge deal.
Malaki, through 5 games, where do you feel like you guys as a secondary are, what you guys have done to this point, and maybe areas you guys need to improve?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is we could be more aggressive. In all, I think when you look at the attack of the ball while it's in the air, tackling or whatever the case may be, I think you can always be more aggressive. But I think we got a I say young, but it's not really young. I think it's more new. Considering the guys that left last year in secondary, just all of us playing together, just kind of gelling. I think that's the biggest thing. We found a gel that we meshed very well together. So just really kind of combining those two and just going out there and being who we are.
Yeah, how have you guys tried to go about improving as a tackling team? Because I know that's obviously been a concern you've had so far.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just during the week getting a good thuds in during practice. You have to be able to practice well to play well, and I think that's the biggest thing is just kind of putting more emphasis on it during practice. Whereas getting a good thud, getting a good sideline tackle, whatever the case may be, putting yourself in hard situations so in the game is pretty easy.
We have another from Malaki.
Did Kirby address to you, not specifics of Colby's situation, but about off-field behavior?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a big thing that we harp on a lot, and you know, I'm praying for him. And, you know, I can't really say much about it, but you know, they talk about it all the time, and we have guest speakers. You know, the guys we have in the locker room, I mean, they're amazing. So, I think, you know, like I said, I'm praying for him, and I wish the best.
Anything else from Malaki? All right, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Malaki.